Hi guys. Hey, it's the time of year when we're decorating and and cutting our pumpkins and carving them. And you know, when you have kids, you want them to have that experience. I always did. Wanted them to have that experience of cleaning that pumpkin out and maybe roasting the pumpkin seeds. But you know what? I've gotten older, and I leave that to the parents of my grandkids to carve the pumpkins and do that. And I'm more into just decorating with some regular pumpkins, and I saw where decoupaging is a thing, and so I've got my trusty napkins. Got these on Amazon, and I know, you know, they can be really expensive on Amazon or even out in the store. But I found these, and they were really reasonably priced. I don't remember just what I gave for them, but they were cheaper than a lot of the others. And they're perfect for Halloween. Now, one advantage to decoupaging your pumpkin is you can do this at the first part of October, and you've got a decoration for the entire month. Whereas you have to wait until really close to Halloween in order to carve your pumpkins, because they're going to decay, especially if you put a candle in it. And another thing that you can do to help that pumpkin to last longer is to not use a real candle. Put an electric candle in it. And also there's things about spraying them or soaking them in bleach water. You'd have to look that up. But anyway, I'm gonna show you how to decoupage on a pumpkin. So I've got my napkin here, and I'm just gonna I'll cut this apart so I can just have what I need. We're outside. It's such a beautiful morning, and you got to remember that your napkins are going to be 2 or 3 ply, and it's easier to separate them if you go to a corner and tear off that corner and then find your edges. Now you watch, this will be real hard today. I've already done this. Oh, there it is. And it'll tell you on the back of your package as to how many ply your napkin is. One of the reasons these were cheaper was because they're only 2 ply. And so the wind is blowing, so this is going to be a little more difficult. So I'm just going to cut around my little skull head here. Get a little more even. Okay, now the edges are real sharp, so I'm just going to take a little bit of water and go around these edges and kind of rough them up. And do just a little bit of water, because if it gets soaked into the napkin too much, you're going to tear too far. And I wish I had known this trick when I decoupaged on my vase, because I don't like that sharp edge. It would blend in a little better if it was a little rougher. Okay, now when I cut this, I gave it about a 1/2 inch edge around, and you see where I used my water and just tore some of these edges. It almost looks like it's been mouse chewed, so that's even better. All right, now Patricia, if you would move around behind me so that everybody can see the next step. Okay, so I've got some decoupage. It's just your regular Mod Podge. And I'm just going to put a little bit here on my pumpkin. And lay my decoration right on there. I'm going to kind of go down the middle here. And since pumpkins have these ridges, they're not flat. So our design it'll probably have a couple folds in it, and that's fine. That just makes it a little more creepy looking. Isn't that what Halloween is all about? The fun of some creepy looking things. Okay, so I've got that. I got that pretty well laid down there, and I'm just going to put some more decoupage on top. And you have to be careful. We don't want to tear our napkin. And it's not the end of the world if we do, because it'll lay back down. Okay, now I'll turn this around here and show some that I've already done this morning. They're still a little wet, but I think that's pretty neat. Now I'm going to add some more decorations. I got a little cutout here of a ghost, some black paint. Double stick tape on the back of my little ghost. And stick him on there. And I've got some black paint on my little dabber brush here. Little dabber sponge. There. And I'm just going to dab around. Okay, I'm not done this, so let's see how he come out. Oh, there he is. Isn't he cute? I'm gonna come up. Oh no, I touched the napkin. Yep, that's something you have to watch what you're doing. Don't touch your napkins while they're still wet. But I'm gonna lift this back up. And he's gonna be just fine. He'll dry, he'll be fine. And then when it's all dry, you can go over it again with your Mod Podge. Seal them down even better. So I got a couple of ghosts there, they're cute. And now I've got a bat. Now he's gonna be a little more difficult because he's bigger. I'm gonna use some some tape. This is double stick. I don't like that. Let's move him around here. See, it's not going to stick because everything's wet. Okay, well, I'm gonna go for it. Shoot, I got out of my line. Did it again. This one might turn out to be a big black blob. Yeah, kind of sort of a black blob. But that's okay. It'll be all right. I tried. I'm going to go back here and do another ghost. I really like the ghost. You take. He is. He's not as good as the others, but that's okay. It's all right. So anyway, you know, we could use some black ribbon on this. I've got some dots here. Use some polka dots. We could actually no, I don't like that, but anyway, that's just one side. So anyway, use your imagination. And it's just all about fun. This would be a great thing for the kids to do if you don't want to do that messy thing with cutting the pumpkins. Maybe for the littler kids, just give them a sponge brush and a little bit of paint and let them go to town. Thanks for watching. We're going to do another pumpkin here in a little bit. Thanks. Bye-bye. So guys, I'm showing off my pumpkins now. I added a little bit of glitter to my white pumpkin here. I think it looks really cute. And I went ahead and I decoupaged some of these napkins. Now these napkins came from the Dollar Tree, so they were really cheap, you know, and I think they look pretty good on my pumpkin. And I thought, I'm taking a marker and just going around the edges just to kind of make that leaf pop. Maybe even using a black marker or a red marker would work on that. But I think that helps it out a bit. So I'll finish that later. Now, you see how the stem of the pumpkin is it's not a very good stem. So I grabbed just some brown paper that was in a package that we received. And I'm just gonna make a faux stem for this pumpkin. I'm just gonna do this. It's a little long. Make it as long as you want, I guess. I'm gonna cut it off. I may need to make it a little shorter. I'm gonna put it on here. And bend it over. You see how this one is bent? And it's longer. I'll put a little hot glue around here. Glue that down. I thought it was going to burn me. It didn't. And then I've got some sunflowers and some leaves. I'll put that on there. And I've got this green jute. Now you can get this green jute along with the brown jute at Walmart. And what I did was I twisted it around an ink pen and then I taped it on each end. And then I sprayed it with hairspray. And look how it stayed stiff. So I'm just gonna cut this in half. Do I wanna cut this? Yeah, I'm gonna cut this in half. Bring it out a little bit. And I'm gonna glue it somewhere. Hot glue on there. Let's just stick it up under here. I'm just going to do a couple for now. You can do as many as you want. There. I think that looks pretty good. And of course you can tweak it any way you like. Now this basket here has also got, I didn't bring those napkins back here with me. But these are napkins. I think I got those at Dollar Tree also. And this little thankful, that came from Dollar Tree. There were 3 in a package for $1. And these leaves, the package of these, there's a bunch in there and they were just $1. And then the Walmart, I don't know if they have them at the Walmart in Carrollton, but at the Walmart in Madison, they had these little pots of mums for $1, and I stuck them in there. And of course this little basket or box, whatever you call it, it was $1. And so I've got a little decorations that I've set up at the desk at the here at the library. So those are my ideas, and I bet you guys could are a lot more crafty than I am and can come up with some much prettier things to decorate for fall. So thanks for watching. Share with us your decorations. We'd love to see them. You guys have an awesome Halloween.